Today I want to talk about the Quiet on Set docuseries. There were just some things in the docuseries I didn't like. The first being Amanda Bynes. I just don't like them talking about her relationship with Dan. I feel like it wasn't their place to talk for her. For all we know, she could be thinking that her relationship with Dan was fine, and she didn't have negative feelings towards him. I know people talk about the Ashley Banks Twitter, and that has to be her, but I just don't believe it. For anyone wondering what I'm talking about, there's this Twitter user, used to be Twitter user named Ashley Banks, and people believed it was Amanda under a false name because she couldn't speak on these things on her real social media because of her parents. And so she would say things like she had an abortion at 13 because she got pregnant by her boss. She talks about her parents negatively. She does post a driver's license picture that looks like Amanda, but for all we know, it's faked. One of the reasons why I don't believe this account was hers is because if the whole point is that you can't say this stuff on your own social media because of your parents, then why would you go on this fake one saying stuff and then do everything you can to try to prove that it's you? Because if that was her actual driver's license, it wouldn't her parents to know. That's her driver's license, so know that it's her, and then it defeats the whole purpose. Like, that just didn't make any sense to me. And another thing, because she'll say things like, oh, my parents keep posting on the Amanda Bynes Twitter that this person isn't me, but it actually is me. And it's like, there's certain things that, like, I don't believe her if this was actually her doing this. Her parents would believe her when she says, oh, that's not me. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a little sketchy to me. It seems like someone could have been feeding into certain conspiracies and faking a lot of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. If she comes out and she says that she didn't have a good relationship with him, that's fine. But I feel like that's her place to come out and say this stuff. It's not other people's place to interpret things off of an unconfirmed Twitter account and how other people felt with Stan. So we don't really know truly how she felt. And we might never know because she might never speak on it. But yeah, so that was my first problem with the docuseries. My second problem is the fact that I feel like there isn't as much blame put on everyone involved, right? Because at the end of the day, Dan is just one person, right? There were a plethora of adults, executive producers and stuff like that witness people giving Dan massages and Dan being yelling at people and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like there should be more of a universal type of blame. I think Dan is like more of a face, right? Because it's like, okay, you can put a face to the person doing this, but it's like, he was giving a space to do this by everyone, especially like when you think of like the inappropriate jokes, like the one with Zoe 101 and like the goo. It's like there were other writers in that room. The script had to have gone through like processes where other people were reading the scripts and making sure they were fine for kids' TV. They were the top people at Nick who saw the shows. Like there were multiple people that didn't have a problem, I guess, with the inappropriateness of certain jokes and stuff like that. I feel like there are a lot of faceless people to be blamed for certain things happen. And also the parents as well at the end of the day. I don't care if you're like, oh, I put all my trust in Nickelodeon. It's like you as the parent should also be vigilant of certain things going on with your child and the people they've interacted with. There is no way that you as a parent is allowing your 9-year-old to be in communication with a grown adult. This is with the guy, Jason Handy. This is to Brandy's mom who comes on, and honestly, a lot of the things she said, I'm like, you just were not a good mom in that situation. Firstly, if I think she was like 11 or something, is talking about, oh yeah, I'm just emailing back and forth with and a grown adult, and an adult that's not a family member or like a family friend, or even a family friend pal would be a little weird, like a grown adult that's not a family member, not even about like professional type stuff, just because he's like your friend. If that isn't a red flag already, like, what? Like, imagine you go to school and you start emailing like one of your teachers about just regular life. Like, imagine as a parent allowing your 11-year-old to be in contact with a teacher outside of school about regular things. That would be weird. You would not, as a parent, allow that to happen. That would be unprofessional. But yet, these parents are allowing their children to be in contact with these people. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And then Brandy's mom has the audacity to basically say, this man sent my daughter an inappropriate picture, and all I was worried about was, the police are going to think I'm a bad mom. What? And you say that? Then you do not hear what you're saying. That is beyond crazy to me. It's like your daughter is probably scarred, and all you care about is, I don't want them to think I'm a bad mom, so I'm just not gonna report this man to the police. Are you kidding me? And then everything with like the parent stuff like that, it's like, no way. Me as a parent, I'm letting my child stay over some guy from set's house. I don't care, like, and Drake's mom, for, like, that's the example. It's like, because you were too lazy to pick up your son from auditions, you let him stay over this guy's house that you don't know. Like, I don't think the mom was like, oh yeah, I know this man like this time of way. It's like, that is crazy to me. And the fact that you were oblivious to this whole thing means how little you were involved in your child. And another issue I have with Brandy's mom is the fact that she is speaking for her daughter, letting all this information out that wasn't previously known. Who knows if the daughter even wants this information out in the public? Because, I don't know, it felt off to me that this was coming from her mom, and she potentially doesn't know her mom is doing this. And it just goes back to this is Brandy's experience. She should be the one speaking on it. Or you should be asking for her permission to speak on it. And maybe she did and it didn't make it in the docuseries, I don't know. I hadn't found anything on Brandy herself, so I don't really even know what she's doing with her life. And there's a chance that she doesn't even talk to her mom anymore. But, yeah, Brandy's mom just gave me the weirdest of vibes. I was like, and a lot of these parents, like, the one kid who ended up getting fired because of his mom, it's like, you as a parent should never make it a thing of, we are living off of the kid. And, cause he kept saying that his motivation was getting his family out of the hood and this, that, and the fourth, where it's like, as a parent, you shouldn't let that be your kid's motivation at the end of the day. Like, I don't think there should ever be like a case of the kid feels the pressure and financial burdens of his family, but that shouldn't be why the kid is doing this. And the parent shouldn't allow that to be a reason why. Cause then you end up subjecting your kid to accepting certain treatments because he's doing it for his family and being disappointed when he got fired. And I just think that's a problem with a lot of like the child actors, is like their parents are living off of them. And so that just shouldn't be the type of dynamic that is set. But anyway, these are my opinions on the show. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but if you do, like, subscribe. I'll talk about more shows, because I do have a lot of opinions on certain things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you. Bye.